Welcome to KUJH. I'm McKenna Patchen.
And I'm Marcella Reeder.
Live from the studios at the University of Kansas, you are watching KUJH-TV News.
KUJH, I'm McKenna Patchen.
And I'm Marcella Reeder. It's been almost 90 years since Kansas has had a Democratic senator, but that could change with the following year's close race. Reporter Amanda Hansen tells us why this election just might be one for the history books.
With Election Day right around the corner, Kansas' Senate race is looking much closer than anyone could have predicted. Kansas has not had a Democratic senator since 1932, but many pollsters are calling this year's race a toss-up.
We are maybe as a state a little bit tired of everything having to be red or blue, but mainly red. And I think we're going to see more balance.
Democratic candidate Barbara Boyer has raised 4 times the amount of money for her campaign than her Republican counterpart Roger Marshall. Chair of the Douglas County Democrats Patricia Willer attributes some of her popularity to her stances on issues like healthcare, agriculture, and education.
Competence matters, and I think it matters to Kansans. Just regardless of sort of our party affiliation, we are very practical people. So I think that Midwestern practicality comes to play in this.
In the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, early voting numbers are looking surprisingly high, with Kansans ordering triple the amount of advanced mail-in ballots than in 2016.
We've got some very excited, very motivated voters, and I think it's going to be a fabulous election.
We will have to wait and see on November 3rd if the seat will truly flip blue or if it will remain red. This is Amanda Hansen reporting for KUJH.
Well, it looks like this year's election is shaping up to be quite the race. KUJH will be live with elections and updates throughout that evening. Join us on KUJH or check us out online at tv.ku.edu.
The University of Kansas continues to adapt as the coronavirus pandemic sees a second wave of infection rates. Campus student housing has a plan in place to offer students who test positive a place to isolate, but now some students are voicing concerns about that plan's effectiveness.
The University of Kansas has leased Naismith Hall as an isolation space for students for the 2020-2021 academic year. According to the KU coronavirus dashboard, as of October 11th, there were 27 students utilizing the isolation space and 67 currently in quarantine throughout student housing. Sophomore Hannah Roth tested positive on October 4th after becoming symptomatic one day before.
I was in Naismith for 8 days. I didn't mind it at all. Overall, it was a pretty good experience, especially for out-of-state kids who couldn't go home because my home is a flight away.
Roth said that meals were covered by dining plans, but if a student didn't have one, residents were charged $26 a day for food. However, unlike Roth, many students had less than ideal experiences while isolating in Naismith. The University Daily Kansan spoke to several students who said there was minimal communication on how to proceed with their quarantine or isolation procedures. Many also reported hearing students mingling in the hallways. KU Student Housing Director Sarah Waters explained that instructions are tailored to fit each individual student's needs. Those in isolation are not to leave their rooms, while students in quarantine are permitted to leave the building provided that they follow social distancing guidelines. Steph Manchin, KUJH.
Thanks, Steph. Students on campus have been raising their voices for the Black Lives Matter movement. We have Stephanie Morales-Macedo to tell us about a group of students partnering up with Haskell University to spread a message using art.
2020 has been a year full of protests for the Black Lives Matter movement, and people are still raising their voices. Students at the University of Kansas have taken action. In late August, the women's basketball team organized a peaceful march to show their support for the Black Lives Matter movement, but it's not over just yet. Students at KU are partnering with Haskell University to spread a positive message towards Indigenous and Black people. They will be hosting Hawk for Justice, where students can share a message with artwork and any saying of their choice.
That's our goal. We want anybody to come out there and, just support and say what they need to say.
Chalk for Justice will take place on October 24th on Wesco Beach starting at noon. This is Stephanie Morales-Ocedo, KUJH News.
Thank you, Stephanie. If you would like to donate for this event to the KU Black Student Coalition, they have set up a GoFundMe to help pay for chalk and water bottles for those who want to participate in this event.
And now we will go to Jade for a quick look at the weather. Jade, I know there's some rain in the forecast. How will that look for this event coming up on Saturday?
Well, luckily, McKenna, we are not expecting any rain for Saturday, which is great news. way different than today where we did have some rain. It's been pretty cloudy and cool all day, looking kind of dreary outside. That's going to change before tomorrow. It's going to be warm tomorrow, and then into the evening, that night, it's going to get cool again. So very inconsistent for these next few days. Right now, taking a look outside, it is 51 degrees, a light wind coming from the east, and a lot of clouds in the sky. We can take a look right now at the radar. You can see all the clouds over Kansas, specifically Lawrence, but all over the area. And that is going to continue through the night, but for tomorrow we can see pretty sunny skies. But I'll have more on the weather coming up later. Back to you, McKenna.
Wow, this Saturday, I'm excited. It's going to be a little bit cold, but no rain.
Sounds like there's going to be a turnout for sure. Still to come on KUJH. Open again, but in a new location. We'll take a look when we come back.
And McLean's Coffee Shop will be opening a second location. We'll tell you what and where that will be.
And Carly Newcomb will tell us about a new movie coming to the big screen that's getting a lot of respect and some encouraging words from the cast of New Girl. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're getting a first look at one of Lawrence's favorite pizza places, KUJHNews, which just reopened on Friday. The restaurant closed in June because the owner, Alec Davis, wanted to relocate. They have officially reopened their doors for dine-in now at 837 Massachusetts. The owner made a Facebook announcement saying, "It's been a labor of love for the last year, and we're psyched to share this awesome space with our community." New features include triple the dining space, an upstairs loft, an arcade with kids' tables, and as you can see there, the patio that seats up to 48 and has heaters for the coming cold months. And of course, the Jayhawk mural signed by KU athletes that's been hidden behind a wall will now be preserved and on display in the new space.
I did not know that there was a mural behind there.
Neither did I. I think it's going to be so cool to see all of the signatures of the athletes. I mean, who knows how many years back that goes.
Yeah, and because I have usually eaten at that KUJHNews that's like 3 blocks down in Massachusetts, the original one. Mm-hmm. And now that new one, I'm so excited to go to that, and they have an outdoor seating, so it'll be good for when it gets cold, heaters.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And now McLean's.
Yeah, McLean's has been a long-going fan favorite in Lawrence, and now the owners plan to cash in that popularity by opening a second location. A campus favorite, McLean's Market revealed plans to open a new location later this year. The first McLean's opened its doors in 2018, and 2.5 years later, the owners announced plans for a second location via an Instagram post. The new location at 2412 Iowa Street is set to open mid-November with more parking, a drive-thru, and an expanded bakery. The McLean staff says that they are excited to see this new shop branch out and praise its focus on accessibility and hope it will be a great addition to Lawrence locals.
I'm really excited. I think that McLean's is a great addition to the Lawrence community, and so I'm really excited to have a space that has a drive-thru and parking. A lot of people can't come because they're not on campus, and it's kind of out of the way and inconvenient. So I'm excited to be more accessible to more of the community.
While it is the second Lawrence location, it is the 5th in McLean's in Kansas.
I am so excited to hear that there's going to be another McLean's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first one has already had so much success.
Yeah, we got one right on campus, and now one, kind of a little bit away from campus, and it's closer to me, so I'm happy.
It's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Let's head over to Carly Newcomb to see what's happening in the world of entertainment.
Thanks, McKenna. The Queen of Soul is coming to the big screen. MGM confirmed that Respect, a movie about Aretha Franklin's life, will be released in January of 2021. Jennifer Hudson will play Franklin, and was actually picked by Aretha herself before she passed away. Jeff Bridges has been diagnosed with lymphoma, but tells fans that he's fortunate to have a great team of doctors. The True Grit actor has started treatment and says he'll keep fans up to date on his condition. Last night was week 2 of The Bachelorette. And the 25 men competing for Claire Crawley's hand aren't off to the best start. Claire is looking to spend time with each of them, but after making a toast, nobody made a move. The Bachelorette boldly confronted them, asking, "Does anyone want to spend time with me?" Things turned around, though, as the Bachelors pulled out all the stops to woo her. And finally, the cast of New Girl reunites to give some encouraging words. Check this video out.
I'm Fawn Moscato, the People's Warrior. I'm here with Jen, Rick, and Wilson to help you cast your ballot.
It's Jess. It's Nick. My name Winston.
Nobody cares. America, you need to get out and vote.
Early, could be in person or by mail.
Many Americans will be filling out their ballots from home.
This is how you do it.
Use black or blue ink.
That's red, and you're embarrassing me.
Sign your name as it appears on other government-issued documents.
As long as it matches.
Oh, it does.
And last, vote Moscato.
You're not actually running.
This is not what we agreed to.
New Girl is one of my favorite shows, so seeing the group all together in character was definitely a treat. That's all for entertainment. Now a quick check on the weather. Jade, how's it looking?
Thanks, Carly. It's actually looking pretty dreary outside right now. It's been cloudy all day, drizzling off and on. That's going to change tonight, though, as that warm front moves in tomorrow, bringing us sunshine and temperatures in the 80s. That's not going to stick around for long either, though, because on Friday, the cool weather is back. I'll have more coming up after the break.
Yeah, I always just clap in this part.
This is where everyone's talking amongst themselves. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it?
Are we supposed to smile?
When do we start? Somebody over here already started.
Can we talk about the piccolo part? It's the most complicated one.
It is. If you listen, you're doing it when the band's not playing.
You have to tell me when it starts. I still don't know.
Here we go. Just clapping now. No humps.
Nailed it.
I practiced this morning.
Mine was just two people.
It has a right and a wrong way of doing it. No. Wrong.
I like my way better.
I don't know how to do the end.
It's just.
I don't know the head.
That's great.
It's hard by yourself.
Welcome back. I'm here with your full weather update for today. As I was saying, it's been very dreary outside, raining off and on. If you've been walking to class, you might have been caught in that rain. But tomorrow's going to look way different. It's going to be sunny, windy, and then that's going to change again for the weekend, giving us more cool temperatures. For right now, though, 51 degrees outside, lots of clouds in the sky, and we can see that on our satellite image. It's covering Lawrence, and it's also covering most of Kansas right now. Take a look outside and you'll be able to tell. For the rest of the evening, those clouds are going to stick around, and the temperatures are going to stay pretty consistent as well, moving from 51 at 6 and then 52 at 12 a.m. And that's because normally when the temperatures would decrease throughout the evening, it's going to be balanced out by that warm front that's going to come in through the night. Our low tonight is 49 degrees. It's going to stay cloudy with the winds picking up from the east-southeast at 12 miles per hour. Then for tomorrow, after that warm front moves in, it's going to be 83 degrees. Yes, 83 degrees. It's going to be mostly sunny, a little bit of wind. Actually, take that back. There's going to be a lot of wind, 22 miles per hour, 83 degrees. That is not a typo. It's going to feel much warmer than it has the past week. Jayhawks are on the road once again. They're going to play in Manhattan, which isn't too far away from Lawrence. The weather's going to be pretty decent, a little chilly, but no rain. It's going to start at 11 a.m. It'll be around 39 degrees then, and then by the fourth quarter, if anyone's sticking around to see that, it'll be in the mid-40s. So we've been talking about the current weather. I want to stop and take a look at the long-term weather that we're going to see this winter. So if you take a look at this image we have right here, it shows which states are going to experience below average temperatures and which states are going to experience above average temperatures. And Lawrence is on that gray area where we could see below, we could see above. So I'm just going to say that it'll probably be a pretty average winter if you're planning ahead. Back to what's happening right now though. This Saturday is going to be 47 degrees and mostly cloudy. And that's going to continue through the rest of the weekend. We're going to get rain Saturday night into Sunday. And even though that seems like bad news for your weekend, we do need that rain after the long drought that we've had lately. For your extended forecast, it's kind of a roller coaster of temperatures for the next few days. We have some snow, a possibility of snow on Tuesday. There's a very slight chance, don't get your hopes up for that. But we do have great weather Saturday for game day. So Danita will have more on that coming up after the break.
Welcome back. I'm Danita Victor. Kansas football was on the road on Saturday at West Virginia. The Jayhawks were on fire in the first quarter, but quickly extinguished that flame. But with a minute 45 left, Puka Williams took a West Virginia kickoff for a 92-yard touchdown. Still wasn't good enough for the win. Kansas falls 38-17.
Wow, I thought that was just a great play. He makes a nice vision cut and then outruns the field. And when he got to the corner, you could kind of tell he looked back and he could when he got the edge, they all had the edge on him. But when he eventually got the lead, that he knew that he was going to put it in the end zone, and that was really pretty cool to watch.
Unfortunately, that will be the last time Jayhawk fans will see Puka Magic on the gridiron this year. On Monday, the running back said he'll be opting out of the season so he can be with his mother, who is battling health issues. The team will be traveling to Manhattan this weekend to face K-State in the Sunflower Showdown. Kansas soccer played in front of fans for the first time this week against Oklahoma State. The Jayhawks' Kerry Holland scored the only goal in the penalty kick in the first half. Head coach Mark Francis says the schedule doesn't get any easier, but his team has gained confidence going into tomorrow's game against TCU.
He is a very good team as well, so no, it doesn't get any easier, but you know, I think bouncing back from the game last week, as disappointing as that was, I thought this gives you a lot of confidence to perform and battle the way we did today, and you know, hopefully we'll carry that momentum into next Thursday. It's a Thursday game, but TCU again, all the games in the Big 12 are tough, but TCU coming here, we get to be at home, which is nice.
Now KUJH's Courtney McMaster will fill us in on Game 1 of the World Series.
Thanks, Anita. Game 1 of the World Series was underway last night at the first ever neutral site. The Los Angeles Dodgers clinched the first win over the Tampa Bay Rays, leading the series 1-0. Clayton Kershaw took the mound for the Dodgers and cruised through the Rays lineup for 6 innings. The lefty finished his outing with LA up 8-1 over Tampa Bay and only allowed 2 hits and 1 run. And if the impressive outing by Kershaw wasn't enough to seal the win for the Dodgers, their hitting definitely did. Following up his huge home run from last Sunday night in the NLCS, Cody Bellinger once again had a 2-run homer last night. But the real star of the game was Dodgers rookie Mookie Betts. In the 5th inning, Betts drew a walk and stole 2 bases, which led him to score. And for all you Taco Bell lovers out there, by stealing second base in the 5th inning, Betts triggered Taco Bell's Steal a Base, Steal a Taco promotion. Betts wasn't done after that. In the bottom of the 6th, he hit an opposite field home run to extend the Dodgers' lead. Tampa Bay did put up 3 runs, but it wasn't enough, and Los Angeles won 8-3. Game 2 of the World Series will be tonight at 7 p.m. Back to you, Danita.
Thanks, Courtney. Still to come on KUJH News, a well-known car company is releasing an updated all-electric super truck. We'll see which company is now competing against the recent Tesla Cybertruck.
And move aside Tesla, the Hummer is back and looking a bit different. General Motors revealed its new and all-electric GMC Hummer EV last night, and we remember this car having a whopping mileage of 14. Now the truck can run 350 miles from one full charge. This beast is said to have more power than the older models. With 4-wheel drive and 3 electric motors, it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. According to General Motors, production will begin next fall, starting with Edition 1. That's right, there will be a second model to follow in 2020. All of this will not be cheap, though. The Hummer will be starting at $113,000.
That is crazy. That is going to be so interesting to see.
That is a lot of money, and yeah, when I talked about the second edition coming in, it will be cheaper.
That's true.
Don't know how much, but not good for me.
I guess
don't
we'll
have
find
that
out.
money.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, they said it is going to be competitors to the Tesla Supertruck, and that's very interesting. You know, helping out the economy. You know, not wasting gas too much, and you know, I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then coming up, and you know what, we also had breaking news about Mahomes. He released the information that they're having a baby girl. That's so exciting.
I know, yeah. On Instagram, we're welcoming a new princess to the kingdom. So that will be exciting. It's going to be cute to see her at the football games and
I know.
stuff. I'm so excited, but yeah.
And that's KUJH for October 21st, 2020.
And to view our stories again or to share them with your friends, visit our website at tv.ku.edu.
And check us out Wednesday, October 28th at 4 p.m. for the latest news, weather, and sports.
Thanks for joining us and have a great evening.